lower body stretches for your muscles and fascia. Now, if you're really feeling tight, you can do these stretches right before you work out or competition. But the best time to do these stretches is to help with your recovery. So right after a good training session or competition, or the other best time to do these stretches to help with your recovery is right before you go to bed, because that's when the real recovery happens, is while you're sleeping. So 6 specific areas that we're gonna focus on. The arch of the foot, and that one is specifically for athletes. If you're playing a sport where you're doing a lot of running, not just during competition, but think about practice and training every day, or a hockey player with skates on all the time. That arch of the foot muscle there, if it gets strained in any way, will affect your mobility, which affects your whole leg, which affects your performance. The next muscle, the shin muscle here. See this muscle right here? This is the muscle that affects how fast you can move your foot, how strong and how fast you can move your foot. So any type of strain or soreness to this muscle will literally make you slower, make your foot speed slower. Next up, we got the calf muscles. Most people in general that, if you work out consistently have tight calf muscles. So of course, you need to keep those loose to keep you mobile. And the big engines, the big quad muscle, the glutes, and the hamstrings. All right, so starting with the arch of the foot muscle first. And we're gonna do each one for 1 minute. And basically the way we'll do it is you're gonna hold it for 20, relax for 10, and then try to get deeper for the last 30 seconds. So starting with that arch of the foot stretch. So you wanna get all 5 of your toes down on the ground, all 5 toes down. Sometimes the pinky might lift up a little bit, but the goal is to get all 5 toes down. You're gonna bring your butt towards your heels. Just doing that alone, you should feel that stretch in the arch of your foot. Now to feel it a little bit more, now you're gonna bring your knee towards the floor. All right, so 5 toes down, butt towards your heels, knee on the floor, and the clock started. So you can just follow along. You don't have to set up your clock, just follow along. We're just doing 1 leg at a time. If you have any knee limitations, it might affect your ability to get low there, but the goal is to push towards that. Should feel like good stretch. Okay, relax for a couple seconds. Now try to get deeper into the stretch for the last 30. We're gonna do both sides. You can lean a little bit more towards the big toe to really get like the side of the arch too. Again, butt to your heels and try to bring that knee towards the floor. A couple more seconds. So as I'm explaining as I'm talking, so it might be a little bit more than the minute, but it's okay. The goal is to really feel that stretch there. Okay, switch sides. So again, number one thing is getting all 5 toes down, butt towards your heels. Feel that stretch first in the arch. Once you feel that stretch to feel a little bit more, then bring your knee towards the ground. Good, the clock is on. Again, if you want to feel it a little bit more, you can lean a little bit more towards the big toe or towards the pinky toe. Okay, relax for 10 seconds. Then for the last 30, try to get deeper into the stretch now. Let's go. 5 toes down, butt towards your heels, and then knee to the floor. As you're bringing that knee to the floor, push your butt back towards the heel, putting more pressure on the toes to really stretch the arch out. A couple more seconds. And good. Now, the shin muscle stretch here. Again, that muscle right there. Important to keep that loose. So this time you're gonna curl your toes upwards. Curl your toes up, and the front part of your foot, opposite from the arch, other side of the foot, you're gonna press that into the floor. All right, same thing, butt towards your heels, Now this time you're gonna try to slightly lift the knee that you're bending, try to slightly lift it off the ground. All right, so again, toes curled up, pressing the foot into the floor, lifting up, slightly lifting up the knee. Feel that stretch there. Relax for a couple of seconds now. All right, now let's try to get deeper into the stretch for the last 30 seconds. Toes curled up, foot pressed down, knee slightly lifted off the ground. Deep breath. Again, be careful if you have any old knee injuries. It might affect your range of motion here, so just be careful of that. And good. Switch sides. So again, toes curled up, foot flat on the ground. Press, bring your butt to your heels, press that foot into the ground, and now slightly lift your lift your knee off the ground. Feel that stretch in the arch, the front of the muscle there, front of the shin muscle. Deep breath, okay, relax for a couple of seconds. And now let's try to get deeper into the stretch. Deeper into the stretch for the last 30. Reset, readjust, toe, make sure everything's good, toes up, butt down, knees slightly lifted. And relax, good. Now for the calf stretch. Reset the clock. So you're gonna press, bring that heel towards the ground. Heel towards the ground, keeping this leg straight, slightly pushing forward. Heel to the floor, keep this leg straight, not bent. Keep that leg straight, pushing your hip forward. Should feel that stretch go all throughout the calf muscle there. Relax for a couple seconds. Couple of circles, and then let's try to get deeper into the stretch for the last 30. You can almost use the wall to push against the wall to really push your heel into the ground as you push your hip forward. Same thing with this, you can lean a little bit towards your big toe or lean a little bit more towards your pinky toe, whichever side you feel more. You can stay over there. Big deep breath, almost done. And relax. Okay, switch sides. Back foot back there, pushing the heel down. Pushing the heel into the floor, pushing your hip forward. All right, relax for 10 seconds. Last 30, let's try to get deeper into the stretch. Let's go. Big deep breath the whole time. Try flexing your quad muscle to really get that leg as straight as you can. Heel into the floor, hip forward. You got about 10 more seconds. Lean towards the big toe or lean a little bit more towards the pinky toe. And relax, all right. The long quad stretch. A million different stretches you can do for your quad, but this is one of my favorite ones because it gets your hip flexors and quads at the same time. If you're really getting deep into it. So, your knees are gonna be hip width apart. Hip width apart. You're gonna walk your hands back. Walk your hands back to the back of your heels. Now you're gonna focus on squeezing your butt, squeeze your glute and push your hips up. You're gonna feel this stretch in your hip flexors and all throughout your calf, from the top of your leg right down to your knee. Clock is on. Be careful, don't arch your back up. Your hips are turned in like this. Turn in like that, maintain that as you squeeze your butt and push your butt up. Okay, relax for a couple of seconds. Then we're gonna get deeper into the stretch for 30 seconds. Ready? Walk your hands back. And now squeeze your glutes, push up. You can have a little bit more focus on one side or the other. Push a little bit more on the left side, you'll feel that. Push a little bit more on the right side. If you feel any tighter, the goal is to have equal pressure on both sides, but you might feel a little bit tighter on one side. That's normal. A couple more seconds here. Again, don't arch your back. Rotate your hips forward. And relax. And now for the glutes. All right, so 2 ways of doing this. First, cross the leg, pulling the foot in here as much as you can. So be careful. This is where we're not doing this stretch like this. We're not doing that one. It's different. That was more for your back. This one, 2 things. You're gonna lift, you're crossing your right leg is bent right now, lifting your right butt off the floor and sticking your chest up. So be careful, don't do this. You're not lifting up and just curling your back. Your back should be perfectly straight as you lift the butt off the floor and chest up. All right, hold it. Also, rotating your upper body to the right. And relax for a couple of seconds. Last 30 seconds, get deeper into it. What I find also that helps too, maybe it's just me, but I find if the leg that you're bending, if you lift up the toe and the foot a little bit off the ground, the toe and the foot, it gets a little bit more into that stretch too. So again, butt up, chest up. Big deep breath the whole time. Make sure you're not arching your back. Your back should be perfectly straight. And relax, all right? Switch sides. Leg crossed over. Lift your butt off the floor, chest up, rotating your upper body to your left now. Left leg is bent, left butt off the floor, rotate upper body to your left. Good, relax for a couple of seconds. Shake it out. Last 30. Let's try to get deeper into that stretch now. And again, the leg that you're bending, lift the foot up a little bit. Lift your toes up and the foot up off the ground a little bit. Good, cross. Left glute off the floor. Chest perfectly straight. Back is not arched. And you're turning to your left. Big deep breath, don't hold your breath. And relax. All right, all right. Now for the last one, for the hamstring, just gonna readjust the camera here. Okay. Oops. Okay. Clock. Get something that you can elevate your foot up on. Start with the left leg first. So, hamstring has three different muscles of the hamstring. There's the outside, the middle part, and the inside. We're gonna get all 3 of them, hold it for 30 seconds each. So leg is up, other foot, back up a little bit so you can see both feet too. This foot is pointed this way, other foot is pointed straight up towards the ceiling. So to get the outside part of the leg first, you're gonna rotate your toes. The left leg is up, you're rotating your leg towards the right. Okay, your upper body is going to the left. So again, left leg is up, toes are pointed to the right, right leg is rotated to the right, and you're gonna rotate your upper body towards the left. All right, hold this for 30 seconds. Big deep breath. Should feel this on the outside part of the hamstring. Leg is straight. You get about 10 more seconds here. And relax. Next one, now your toes are pointed straight up. All right. Don't just bring your chest towards your knee. Bring it in a straight line first. Then as you exhale, slightly fall down into the stretch. All right, 30 seconds in this position now. At the same time, still push your butt backwards too in this position. Should feel that little bit of stretch. So toes are pointed straight to the ceiling. At the same time, push on the left leg, push your butt back like someone's pulling you backwards. Should get that little bit of extra stretch in there. And good. Last one for the inside. This is the one I really feel the best. Now, again, left leg is up. You're gonna rotate your leg towards the left, towards the outside. Your upper body is gonna be rotated towards the right. All right? I like to grab the foot here just to make sure it stays rotated to the left. You gotta try to turn that upper body towards the right. All right, let's hold this for 30 seconds. The other thing too, in this position, the left leg, push your butt outwards. Push it out like that in this stretch position. So up here, out, push your butt back that way as you're rotated like this. All right, reset the clock for 30 seconds. Big deep breaths the whole time. The more you can rotate your upper body to your right, the more you'll feel that inside, and keep that left leg rotated to your left. 10 more seconds here. And relax. Hey, the leg. So first, to get to the outside part of the hamstring. So now the right leg is up. You're rotating your right leg towards the middle, towards the left. Your upper body is going to the right. Grab that leg to keep it rotated to your left. Foot rotated to the left. Upper body rotated to the right. Clock is on. Big deep breath. You should feel this on the outside part of your hamstrings. You can flex your quad a little bit to loosen up the hamstrings a little bit more. Again, the more you can turn, the more you should feel it there. All right, good. Nice and tall now. The toes is pointed straight up. Don't just lean over towards your knee. Bring your chest in a straight line. Once you can't go any more in a straight line, then every time you exhale, just feel yourself falling down into the stretch. Keep those toes pointed up. And again, the butt on the right side, at the same time your toes are pointed up, this leg is straight, push your butt back. Push it back as if someone's pulling you backwards. You should feel a little bit more stretch here. A couple more deep breaths. All right, now the last one for the inside. So again, this time, when the leg is up, you're gonna push your butt outwards on an angle. Push your butt outwards on an angle. So up here, this time the right leg is up. You're rotating the right leg to the right. Upper body is rotating to the left. Pushing your butt out that way. Big deep breath. Keep that leg straight. Again, leg rotated to the right, upper body rotated to the left. Pushing your butt out. Couple more seconds. And there you have it. Lower body mobility, some good stretches for your muscles and fascia.